Hi there, it's Michael Ackerman coming to you from Seattle, Washington, where I am a real estate broker with Coldwell Banker Bain. Today's video blog is for all you buyers or potential buyers out there that are thinking about buying a home. The question that I get from a lot of buyers is it possible for me to get a mortgage in this current market? The misnomer out there among the public, I think, is that it really is a lot harder to get a mortgage, which isn't necessarily true. It is true that the stipulations that the banks used to use to approve somebody for a mortgage was a lot larger than it is now. The box used to be out to here, and now it's here. It's actually where it was probably in the 90s and early 2000s, where you had to fit into a box of rules set by the lending institutions. But those rules really aren't any tougher than they used to be. If you have a saved down payment and you have a good credit score and a good credit history, it should be possible for you to get a loan. Now, the one thing that I'm seeing a lot more now than I used to see is there's sometimes a lot more documentation needed from the borrower to the lender for their loan to get approved. It doesn't mean that it is necessarily harder. It just means there might be a little bit more hoops for you to jump through and a little more work. But if you're working with a reputable lender, that should make it easy, which takes me to the next section of my little blog. A great first step for you, if you're even thinking about buying a home, is to call a real estate broker or real estate agent and find out which lenders in the area that you're looking at, in the city that you're looking at, do a lot of really solidly good business. Get the names of 1, 2, or 3 lenders and give them a call. What you're going to do is talk to them about what your income is, what your debt ratio is, and they're going to pre-qualify you for a loan, which means based on the information you gave them, they're going to let you know whether you can qualify for a loan or not, and then how much you can qualify for. Now again, what you qualify to spend and what you actually want to spend are probably going to be 2 different numbers. I always recommend to my buyers to only spend as much as you're comfortable, and we will find you a house in that price range. The most important thing is talk to a local lender. I know that there are national lending institutions, and you can call up and talk to a call center in the Midwest or in the South or somewhere. I really recommend having a face-to-face talk with a mortgage broker or banker in the city that you are looking in. It's great to have that one-on-one relationship with that person because you're going to be working with them fairly closely. And I feel that the loans get done a lot more smoothly if there's an actual person that you can hold accountable, which is great. But again, the ability to get a loan really isn't much harder than it used to be. It's just there's certain loans that are no longer available. If you cannot document your income and you want to do a no-doc loan, those don't exist anymore. If you have zero money saved for a down payment and you want to do a zero down loan, unless you're a VA loans are still out there and are very active and a great way to go. I just closed a VA buyer last week. But you can get in if you have a good down payment saved. And by a good down payment, it doesn't even need to be 20%. You can get an FHA financed loan for 3.5% down. So again, the first step really is to call an agent or broker, get the recommendations for local lenders, talk to the lenders and have them give you a game plan, either to buy now, or if your credit score needs a little bit of work or you need to pay off some loans, they can set you up on a plan so that you might be able to buy 6 months or a year from now. But not calling out of fear that you won't be able to get a mortgage probably isn't a great option. I always say that education is power, so you should call a local lender and get the real skinny for your particular needs. If you have any other questions about getting a loan or purchasing real estate, this is Michael Ackerman. You can email me at michaelackerman@cbbain.com. And do remember, it's all about the connection.